Hey there, Leos. This is your November 2018 intuitive horoscope. Mwah. Thank you so much for the patience this month as I'm obviously behind. I love you guys bunches though. So without further ado, here is what Spirit wants you to hear for the month of November. We're going to do a channeled message from Spirit, followed up by a full-on Celtic cross to give you the information that you need so that you can get more love, more money, more business, more success in your life. So here we go, Leos. Leos. Be the strength. Be the strength. Be the lighthouse for yourself. Be the courage. Be the fire, Leo. Be the source of confidence for yourself. Let go of the pressure of other people looking up to you and what other people need. And tap back into, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this activity? Yada, yada, yada. When she was first starting her business, had no idea what she was doing, didn't know how it was going to work out, knew nothing about sales. She used to be a secretary. Now she went into the front office, marketing and sales. It was a scary leap for her. But she would shine that light of, I don't know how, but I know it's coming. That's going to be key words for you this month, Leos. The more that you can say, yeah, I don't know exactly how it's going to pan out. I don't know exactly how the end result, what it's exactly going to look like, but we're certainly going to have a lot of fun enjoying the development of the plan. We're certainly going to enjoy seeing what the end result looks like. That sense of confidence of, I don't know what it's going to look like, but that's what we get to discover next. The more that you can stay in that energy this month, Leos, of, yeah, we're discovering what it's going to look like. Well, join me for the adventure to see how this is coming. Well, why don't you come along with me? Focus on the discovery of the journey to get what you want, and that's what's going to keep you skipping along, Leos, feeling good. And out of the place of letting go of pressure of having to be strong for other people. It's not be strong for other people. It's tap back into your why. That will make the uncertainty a little bit more enjoyable. When Kelly was uncertain in her business, she would go, I'm doing this though because I want to help people. I want to help accelerate their emotional growth. I want to help accelerate their personal growth, their spiritual growth, so that they get what they want in their life that much sooner. Whether it's a husband, whether it's more love between them and a current husband, whether it's a child, whether it's more money, whether it's a business, whether it's a divorce. I want to help them get what they want in their lives that much quicker and enjoy the journey. So if there's ever a month where it was down on hard times, it was, but this is why I'm doing it. Tap back into your why, Leos. And with that, we'll let Kelly pull the Celtic cross. Leos, there's this guy. I might pronounce his name wrong. Simon Sinek. But it's Simon Sinek, Sinek. Look him up. He does a great little speech about the why. If you guys need to get tapped back into why. Because when you guys are focused on your why, that's when you're being pulled forward towards your goals, towards your desires, and towards what you want. Instead of focusing on the doubt and the worry. It's like, yeah, there's doubt and there's worry, but there's this beautiful force pulling me forwards. Tapping into why, and that's what that gets you. So we got Julie here. What's up, Julie? Hey, we got Anna here. Anna, how are you doing? So have you started with the client, Anna? Sasha's here. What's up? Ring Storms in the house. Hey, Ashley. What's Ashley? Are you a Leo? Start with why. Simon, see, Ashley just wrote it in the comments, guys. Start with why. That would be a good one to help you with that. Hey, YV. Okay, so Leos, let me get into the Celtic cross spread for you, though. I already pulled the cards. So for the basis of your month, okay, you got 2 major arcana cards and a lot of aerial suits. So you're tapping back. Yeah, you're really tapping back into your why. You're tapping back into the enjoyment of what you're doing, Leos, this month. But you got a good card in the outcome. It's more about enjoyment of life, not necessarily big windfalls of money, but the more that you enjoy what you're doing, the more that the lover will come in quickly and the money will come in quickly. Okay, so the basis of your month, you've got the World, the Page, 4 of Gabriel. And so what that's saying, Leos, is that it's kind of like the style of life that you want to enjoy. The style of life that you want to enjoy is going in an up level. You want to increase, you want to just start feeling life more, you want to start feeling better. You want to enjoy life. It's kind of like becoming okay with wanting the finer things in life. I was just at a retreat, Reston, Virginia. The hotel was it was like $250 a night. It was a nicer hotel, definitely. And one of the ladies that was in there, a lot of the earners that were in there were well over 300K. And one, she just had this breakthrough and she was in the hot seat of you know what? I'm okay with wanting nice things because it's what allows me to be my best. When I'm wearing clothes that feel so soft on my skin, I feel at my best. So did you guys hear that? That it's not about the designer name brand. It's not about the cost, not about the price. It's just when I wear something that feels really soft and nice, when I'm in a hotel that looks aesthetically pleasing, I feel better, not my best. It's that kind of self-acceptance. It's letting go of the judgment of what it means for you to want nicer things. Am I bad? Am I evil? It's really just about love, right? Money doesn't matter. You're kind of waking up and realize, even though, it ultimately doesn't matter, it's okay to want it. Whether this be playing out for you with money, with the examples I gave, or maybe it's love. It's hey, you know what? I do want a boyfriend where I feel good around him, where I feel encouraged and I feel uplifted. It's you letting go of the toxic relationships. That's the kind of change you're going through, Leo. You're going through a whole up level of your standards, this is what I require to thrive. And I require making decent money. I require a boyfriend who shows me love in a way where I feel good about myself, not where I'm going back and doubting myself, doubting my perception of it, blaming my parents for the shitty childhood they gave me for everything going on now. Even if there was that trauma in the past, I still want to be around a partner who I feel uplifted now. That's the kind of switch you're going through with the world in this combo here. Because what it is, it's essentially, you have to kind of become crystal clear on that and to be able to voice it. You can either say it out loud or at least be willing to admit it in your head. You got to admit that you want the up level and that you're okay with that. Ashley, I see how this message is applying to you too, though. But thanks for stopping on, Ashley. Hey, Alma. So you guys have to be willing to voice that you do want this month. It's going to be vital for you to allow in that right there is your step to allow in the happiness. Because this is the card this is the soul level lesson, karmic level lesson, life lesson that you're learning. Here's the action that needs to happen for you to get this result. In order for you to get to that place of enjoyment where you're really just enjoying life, you're you hit the accomplishments and you enjoy it and you're having fun in your personal life too. You got to be able to voice that you're okay wanting what you want. And sometimes, guys, I've worked with a lot of clients one-on-one, and they're at that 150 mark. And they want to get to the 250, 300. The biggest mindset thing that they have to kind of navigate through is, but am I evil if I cross into that income level? Am I part of that dreaded evil class that they're so rich, they have the money, they have everything taken care of? If I cross into that one, you see how they have to get over that? So that's kind of you have to be willing to admit whatever it is you want. There's one thing where another example I could give you is I was looking for houses recently and I looked at what I could afford as of right now. I looked at what could I afford if I get this much of a down payment. And then I just went to, let me just see if my dream house is out there. Once I saw my dream house, I went, okay, now that I see what my dream house is, now I know what I'm working towards. You guys see that? You gotta be willing to admit it so you can go for it. Okay, because what's happened in the recent past? Yeah. So you've hit career success. You've hit a bit of stability in your career sector in the recent past. And once you have the finances and the career section kind of taken care of, that's when you then have the mental bandwidth to think about, well, how do I feel? What can add more enjoyment in my life? So just appreciate the fact that you do have that little bump up in that area of your life right now so that you can at least enjoy processing some of the emotions. Because I know sometimes when you're kind of getting overwhelmed with emotions that don't feel good, can you at least appreciate the fact that you have the time and the mental bandwidth to focus on healing, to focus on up-leveling, to focus on personal development, spiritual growth. Because the more that you can stay in the appreciation of it, the more that those negative thoughts will just leave and the better thoughts will come in. That's when the healing will happen. Because if you guys were in a place of, I need money to pay rent, you wouldn't even have the ability, because you're so focused on getting money for rent, you're so focused on getting money for food, your base, your survival, right? If you're out of survival mode, sometimes the emotions that can come up are like less than pleasant, but you at least can process them. Therapy, a coach, self-care, massages, tarot spreads for yourself so that you can feel better. So the more that you can be in that place of appreciation, the more you're going to grow quicker, Leo. In terms of what's going on for you right now, Leo, it's really tapping. It's kind of like they're just giving you a little reminder right now. Like, it's okay. You're okay. It's okay. You're on the journey. And kind of like if you guys have watched, Frodo and Lord of the Rings, you know that some stages of their journey, they had to be walking. Some stages they had to go to a bar to meet someone. Some stages they had to take a detour in Elfland to get a light bulb that would keep them safer in the future. You're at the stage of your journey of really tending to your emotions. The more that you give yourself that, kind of like when you're training physically, if you sprain your ankle lightly, it's better to take it easy for 2 or 3 days and wrap it and give it care. You're doing that to your emotions right now. Once you feel better about the situation, then the good stuff will roll in. So let's give you an example with like love. If you're mad at your partner and I can't believe he did that to me, when he comes to speak to you, you're probably going to start yelling at him right away. Can't believe you did that to me. But instead, if you take the time to process your emotions, I hate that he did that. I felt disrespected. Get all your emotions out beforehand, journal. That way, when take that time to tend to the emotions. So when he comes back, it could be, yeah, babe, you know what? I did feel very hurt and I did feel disappointed that XYZ didn't happen. I know you didn't mean it though. So I want to talk so that we feel good. Do you see how that's more of a productive conversation that can happen? If you just be willing to take the time to do that emotional kind of healing so that you can have the productive conversations with the people in your life. In terms of what's coming ahead for you in the future, guys, you got the 6 of Ariel. So, yeah, this is a good card to get in the future. It's definitely the card of, it's a sign of success is coming your ways. It's a kind of like, it's just the card of success is coming your way. So in the future, you've got good stuff coming, but it's the spirit guides are saying right now, but you have to be willing to take the time to process your emotions. In a simple act of just journaling and getting the emotions out, that initial venting out, that's when you'll be a little more productive and back on the journey of manifesting, taking the next step in a way that feels good. So that this can come in. In terms of your personal power this month, yeah, wow, look, guys, they are just repeating the message for you this month, Leo. It's your personal power this month is totally acknowledging that you want to start a new way of living, and the new way of living is a way that's more compassionate, in a way that feels better. It's kind of like, that person who gets the 6-figure year salary and it's like, I'm making it, I climbed the corporate ladder, I feel good, yada, yada. But then once you hit it, you're like, oh, I'm not happy, I'm not satisfied. I thought I would be happy once I hit the 6 figures. So now you're recognizing you're not bitching about the 6 figures. You're still enjoying the 6 figures, but now you're like, how can I go about my work in a way where it feels more enjoyable, where it feels like I'm refueled when I do it versus drained? Or if this is a love reading for you, then it's, how can I go about dating in a way where I feel more comfortable on dates, where I feel safe on dates? Like, how can I go about this area of my life with feeling better? That's your personal power this month, Leo. You want to ask yourself that question, like, does this feel good or not? If it doesn't feel good, instead of beating yourself up for not feeling good, just how can I make this feel better? How can I accomplish this task I want to accomplish and feel good while I do it? That's going to totally change your life, Leo. In terms of outside influences this month, Okay, so there's outside influences this month of delays, essentially. There's outside influences of something that you want does rely on other people. So it's kind of like, let's say you're waiting on a deal. Maybe you're waiting on a client and you're waiting on that deal, but they have to talk to their partner to see if it's in the budget, yada, yada. If you're stressed the whole time, are they going to sign up? Are they going to sign up? You're sending out a repulsion vibration. Or if this is love for you, it's the, is he going to call? Is he going to call? Is he going to call? Don't stress yourself out that way. Just, I would like it if they call. It would feel good if they would call and make a decision sooner. But I'm going to refocus my attention back on X, Y, Z. And guys, I did that. I was just guilty of it. I recently went on a date with a guy. It was the most magical date of my life. It was amazing. It was awesome. And I found myself really thinking about him. And I was like, hold on. It was one date. What do you have going on in your life? I'm like, oh, that's right. I have my videos to make. Oh, I have lunch with so-and-so. Oh, I have a client here. You got to pull back into your energy, that place of enjoyment, so that when they come back, whether it's a lover, a love interest in like my case, or whether it's an offer from a company for employment, or whether it's a client who wants to work with you, when you're in that place of feeling good, oh, I get to make my videos. I get to do this. I get to do that. I get to hear if they're going to be my next client or not, because no matter what, my next client's coming to me. No matter what, my next place of employment's coming to me. No matter what, my husband's coming to me, whether it's him or not. That takes the pressure off of them. And when they think of you, telepathic, energetic communication, if you're in that place of feeling good about your life, every time they think of you, they'll feel that upliftment, which will make them want you more. So no point of stressing, because other people have a little bit of influence over what's going on in your life right now. You got to wait for their decisions. Your job is simply to feel as best as you can about your life outside of that one area with them the whole month. Quick water. Hey, Judy. Hey, Sandra. This is for Leos. Okay, in terms of your hopes or fears this month, there's a little bit of a worry of it can't get better. Maybe I've peaked. Maybe I've reached everything that I could possibly do. Maybe this is as good as it gets. So there's a little bit of worry of that. But guys, if you do that previous homework in the video, the vibe work, where you do the emotional tending to get the emotions out before you have the meeting with the person, and if you recognize the power of switching your focus to, okay, this is something I have to get done. How can I enjoy it more? That's your personal power this month. It will kind of take the worry away. If you do things on an everyday basis that allow your emotions to feel better, aka drink a pumpkin latte, aka maybe give yourself a hug. If your wrist hurts a little bit, are you going to rub it out? Because that's love. The more that you just kind of do those things that feel good for yourself, your vibrations raise, so that when an employment offer comes in, you get the offer where it's a harmonious work environment. You love working there. You love your coworkers. But if you're down here, I'm worried, are they going to get the job? I'm angry, I can't pay my bills. That's when you attract in the toxic workplace. So that's the kind of self-love that you got to do just to get out of worry, so that you can raise your vibration, so that, you know, the new clients that come in, like, love you. They're like, oh my God, thank you so much for putting your offer out there. I'm so excited to get started. If you need any help with that, Leos, just comment below. Hey, Judy. In terms of your outcome for this month, okay, you got the Four of Ariel. Okay, so just be okay, Leos, that this might take you this month and next month to fully integrate this lesson of how you feel matters. You know, there was a be okay that it might take you this month and next month to fully integrate that lesson into your daily living. You can't do back-to-back meetings if you're in the corporate world. You got to, hey, I need 20 minutes to prepare and plan for it. The meeting's an hour. Sometimes they go over, so I'm going to buffer 15 minutes. And then I'm going to give myself 20 minutes to process the meeting. So the hour is really a 2-hour. Give yourself that break in between your next one, because how you feel matters. When you're at your feel best place in every interaction, that's when the doors are open. That's when the contracts are coming in. So just be okay if it might take you this month and next month to learn it. But Leos, comment below if you like this video. Give me a thumbs up. Write any questions. If you guys ever have a question of like law of attraction or manifesting love or a boyfriend or here's my situation, help me out, send me an email at kelly@kellylunt.com. I want to start featuring your questions and answer them on a YouTube video for you guys. So email me at kelly@kellylunt.com if you would like a YouTube video. It's not a channeling, it's a pick a topic and I'll make a video on it. Okay, love you guys. Mwah. Bye.